Hey, welcome everybody. It's Monday night, and I know you might have been missing this live stream for a little while. So we're back on live stream here, live from the summer kitchen. Going to try to do this at least a couple times a month here in the future. I know we did miss our video this Sunday. We've been totally busy, man. I mean, totally busy. Between my regular job, YouTube, and my other job of trying to move in and fix this new place, it's just totally ate all of my time up. Just got off the phone with Mrs. Backwoods concerning some of that. She's got a lot of specifications that I have to keep up with around here. And so I'd like to welcome everybody that's coming in. And Mrs. Backwoods hopefully will jump on here pretty soon. Got a few people coming in already. So we appreciate, there's Becky Dupree, longtime member. We appreciate you, Becky. So yeah, the outdoor kitchen, kind of what we're going to talk about a little bit tonight. But if you guys want to talk about some other stuff, hey, just toss it in the chat there and we'll try to sit back. Going to have a nice cold beverage and talk about what's going on. I appreciate Otis Dempsey giving me a little cheerleading there, saying you can do it. Otis, I appreciate that because I really do need some cheerleading right now. I just spent the last 3 weeks trying to rip out and replace the driveway here at the house. That has been an undertaking. We did get that poured finally last week, and I was actually able to drive on it for the first time just yesterday. So running back and forth back to Central Florida, back up to here, trying to get our house on the market down in Central Florida, trying to get movers scheduled. It's been a grind, guys. It really has. I got off work at my regular job today at 6:30. I was at work at 7. Okay. So long day. Not complaining. I'm happy to be employed gainfully up here. And what the other thing I'm super happy is that you guys are hanging in there with us through this little transition project or process. So I hear my phone's going off over here by the table. You might have picked that up too. So let me try to get that on silent, which I'll probably forget and leave it on. But never mind. But get it off the table so you don't get picked up in the speakers there. So we're streaming from our new computer today. I do have a nice webcam that can hook up to this computer now and where we can do some live cooks. Okay. So that is kind of my goal for these live streams. If we can ever get settled in here and get everything moved up here. Right now, we're still living in 2 households. It's hectic. Okay. So very tough for me to do, but I know that I didn't get that video up this Sunday. We started filming it, and it's another episode of the Homesteading 101 that we started on the last video, and was out there. What little bit of time I had this past weekend, we were out there running all drip irrigation on that new great big garden we got up here. It's big. I think there's about 40 rows and each one 75 feet long. So trying to get that taken care of. Appreciate you, Dave, jumping in. DZS 391 Polk, my good friend from back down at the Sport and Clays range there. We're doing pretty good up here. We have been shooting some Sport and Clays. I haven't had time to go do that on my own time, but I get to do it as a process of my work. That's relationship building and team building effort that our company continues to do. I tell you, I really need that cold natty light right now after the day I've had. All right, let me jump in here. There's Mrs. Backwoods. So she's going to come in and moderate. And I know a lot of you other guys should be automatically moderators, Darla A for sure, moderators. So y'all just keep an eye on over there. If we get any of our usual trolls in the live stream here tonight, y'all can kick them out, put them on timeout, whatever you need to do. All right. So I don't appreciate everybody's left a comment so far. I'll try to back up and catch a few. Most of it's just hellos. Colin Seeley says, been in since 5 a.m., buddy. Got our tractor stuck in the mud and spent till 10 to get it out. Man, I tell you, sounds like a grind. And that's kind of been our situation up here. Weather has not cooperated with our construction process. The driveway took way longer than it should have. Took about 3 weeks just due to every time we try to do something, it would pour down rain, turn everything into mud. You couldn't move a tractor. You couldn't definitely get a concrete truck in here. But finally, we were able to do that. Like I said, we got that poured on last Wednesday. It still all has to be graded out. I don't know why my computer wants to update right now. But anyway, yeah, that's taking all my time. So between that, getting this garden set up, but I want to be able to show you, cooking up some of that great stuff. The winter garden here in Florida is the best garden, I think. Springtime, we get a good garden, but you got to get it in early. And because it gets so hot, just everything goes to crap really quick, except for a few things like okra and peanuts. So we're going to have a lot more place to plant that stuff for you. And then we're going to be showing you some great recipes to use it and some great ways to preserve it, like we did on our last video, Homesteading 101, how to preserve those leafy greens for months and months to come. So we got another one coming up. It's going to be some turnip greens with cornbread, and we're going to do it all in a Dutch oven, and we're going to cook the cornbread right on top of the greens, like we have done in several of our other Dutch oven videos. So that's a little something I'm playing with. So that'll be out here, hopefully coming up. Like I said, we already got part of that video shot. And so be patient with me, and we'll get that out to you just as soon as we get a minute. So anyway, let me check some of your comments. Nicole K, learned so much from you since when it sends to cast iron, I guess comes to cast iron. Lost my grams and inherited her old cast iron. Thanks for the info. Appreciate that. You know, we got a lot of it still hanging on the wall back here. Actually, I got 2 walls of it here. And everybody's seen it's pretty impressed. I really like the way the whole outdoor kitchen turned out here. And we'll be showing you much more of that in videos to come. This will be one of our filming areas that when we're not out in the field somewhere. Tim McKee, appreciate you. Oak Park, Illinois. We love your channels. Congratulations on the new kitchen. Looks great. I've had a lot of comments, and I appreciate all of them. I did work I put 3 months of hard work into this old pavilion. It was about to fall down when I came here, and had to use ratchet straps and come-alongs and everything else to square it back up and get it braced up properly. And I think we did do a fairly decent job of converting it into something that you guys will enjoy. And I know that me and Mrs. Backwoods and everybody else that visits here will enjoy it. Showing pictures of it to a lot of folks around here. And man, this kind of a place right here is right up the alley of a lot of people in this area, and all over the country. And I appreciate all the just the great comments that everybody leaves and how well it looks. And I was pretty happy with it, and hope everybody else is too. And a lot of you guys are jumping in right now. I'm already Sarnovsky. He did a really great job. We got Ida Wild from Troy, Michigan coming in. Man, I bet it's pretty cold up. It's kind of just turned kind of a little chilly today up here, and I'm just kind of getting used to the weather here. It is about 10 degrees on average in the wintertime, colder here than it is down at our home in Central Florida. So I'm in shorts and a fishing shirt here today. You know, it's a regular light shirt. And it's getting a little chilly. Appreciate you, Charlie T, for the dollar. And that reminds me that to tell you guys that our super chat is enabled. So if you'd like to, you know, help out with the cause around here, you know, help us buy ingredients and, you know, all the other things we need to make great videos for you, like charcoal and wood chunks, and here's 1,000 other little things that we have to use and buy just to make, you know, great dishes to show you guys. We got Hidden Oaks Homestead jumping in from Pensacola. He should be right up our valley here with some of these homestead videos we got coming out, and it's going to be a little series. We're not going to be dedicated to it, but we are going to be mixing some of those in there with our regular content that all you rest of you guys that have been subscribed to me for a long time expect to see on our channel. We're still going to bring up a lot more of this cast iron hanging on the walls back here, and getting some good stuff done on that. Of course, the Dutch ovens, we're going to do some campfire stuff hopefully here. I haven't been able to get out to some of the local campgrounds because most of them are located inside wildlife management areas, and most of them are full of hunters right now, so you can't really get in them because there are limited sites in there. So hunting season is still open here for a little while, and hopefully, if I get just a few hours, I want to try to get out to the woods and go chase something down. Right now, my brother has been having really good luck up in Alabama. He's already got 2 deer this year, so I already got part of that here. Try to give me some more on Sunday, but our big freezer is still in Central Florida. So I had to tell him to hang on to it till next week. And so we finally got a moving date. When everything gets to come up this way and actually be in this house, and that's coming up next week. So it's going to be hectic next week too. So expect to probably see me on live stream again next week, because I can put these videos that, you know, together just by coming out here, turn on a computer, and we'll talk for a while, let you know what's going on, and we'll talk about whatever you want to. Because it takes way less time than producing one of our full-length videos. Most people do not understand how long it takes to film, do all the cooking, or the preparation work, the cooking, the harvesting or hunting or fishing or whatever else is involved, and developing a recipe, coming out here and cooking it, and in between all that, filming all those steps, you know, hopefully well, and then sitting in the editing suite for 20 hours, putting it all together for the finished product that you guys actually get to see on YouTube. So those of you that have your own channels or really watch other channels may know that, but I will tell you that our average video is about somewhere between 30 and 40 hours of work on my part, because I'm pretty picky on what the final product looks like. And I guess it's kind of paid off over the years because people know junk when they see it. And that's how we got our silver play button. It's right over there. Well, and all you guys helping us out. Appreciate Charlie T. Give him another bucko coming in over there. So Hidden Oaks Homestead, he's agreeing with me on how long it actually takes to film and edit a decent video. We're not some little teeny bopper channel talking about the new earrings she just bought and filming it all on her iPhone and posting it to YouTube. That's not the kind of content we make, and you that have been here know that. So appreciate it, all you guys that are jumping in over there. Hopefully Mrs. Backwoods helped me out on some of these things. Twisted Ankle cooking team. He says, I know it's very time consuming and we appreciate your efforts and hard work. One of these days we'll get back with him. We used to cook some amateur barbecue competitions when we were first starting out with those guys. They're great people. Cast Iron Chaos in here. Appreciate you showing up. What's more, when you do an unboxing video, you do more than just take it out of the box. Yeah, I mean, to me, if I want to watch an unboxing video, I need more information than what it looks like when you pull it out of the box. So I said when I first started doing unboxing videos, it needs to be the whole process to really give somebody a good idea. All right, well, I get this thing from Amazon or Walmart or wherever the heck I get it from. Somebody may send it to me, which I got them lined up right now trying to send me stuff. And most of them I've been turning down because most of them are all small China appliances made in China. But anyway, when I find a good product like the DALSTRONG knives, let me be honest with you, they are made in China, right? It's very hard to find something that's not made in China right now. Okay, it's just it is. If there were some American manufacturers that want to send me a knife to do a review on, I will be more than happy to do it. But so far, I haven't been approached by any of those knife makers. Now, Lodge Cast Iron, to be quite honest with you, they stepped up and they provide their products, and we've done reviews on every one of them. And all of those reviews that we have done have not been positive in their direction. Okay. If you haven't seen it, go back and look at my full 6-video review on the Lodge Cook-It-All. Not going to spoil it for you, but at the end, I use it for a boat anchor. All right. I'm sure that would make them happy, but anyway, that's what I thought of it. So anyway, we got Hidden Oaks Homestead jumping in here real quick. And they're in North Florida also. And Darla A is in there and reminding everyone to hit the like button because that will help our live stream just a little bit. We have 38 likes in here right now. We have 71 people in the chat. So appreciate y'all showing up. And don't forget to hit that like button. All right. So I guess this is the point of the time in the live chat that I'm just going to kind of switch it off to you guys. So if you got any questions for me about what's going on, upcoming videos, anything like that, tips and tricks or anything like that you'd like to have an answer to tonight, go ahead and throw it in the chat there, and I will try to pay a little bit more attention to it. And Mrs. Backwoods, hopefully, if you see one that I miss, please repost it, and I'll try to get to it. We got Dana Jackson. He's in Putnam County. That's the next county south of us. And Hidden Oaks says, I'm jealous of your internet quality. One thing I did when we moved in here is I purchased and Comcast ain't the greatest internet to begin with. That's who we have as a provider. But I got their highest internet they could make, and we did get a new laptop this year that's got the fastest wireless modem you can buy. So that's helping out a little bit. So just like Hidden Oaks Homestead, if you put the @ symbol and then Backwoods Gourmet channel first, your comment will show up with a big red flag over here on my side, what I'm watching. So that will help flag my comments so I can see you. So John Daigle, appreciate you being here today. or tonight, and he says, "Is there anything on my Santa wish list for this year?" And I'm gonna the biggest thing that's on my wish list this year is a new vehicle. So, but if you're talking about cooking, if you're talking about cooking stuff, my old Weber kettle grill back here, she's getting a little tired. All right, we fixed her up, but she's been banged around, been hauled all over the place, and all that. So I've noticed is getting a little bit of rust on the top of it, where some of the enamel coating got chipped and the handle got squished from taking it out to barbecue competitions and all that stuff. And it got squished a little bit, and now this, it got kind of a little bit out of round. I've been trying to finagle it back together and make it work and keep working, but it's just kind of getting to be a pain. So I am working on getting the new Weber Performer to replace the poor tired one, and maybe I can hand that down to somebody who really needs a really great charcoal grill. Cast Iron says, well, maybe Ballistic Barbecue has a spare one. So we got Becky Dupree here. I tried a pull cord fire starter that I really like. I don't care if it's windy. You can get a good fire starter. We'll have to look into that, Darla. Charlie T says, Sylvia Scott needs a new Toyota. I don't know how he knew that that's what I was shopping for. But yeah, Mrs. Backwoods just yesterday gave me the green light to start looking for a Toyota Tundra TRD off-road. Used. There's no way. YouTube don't pay enough to buy new trucks, okay? We'll have to find a used one. We got Hidden Oaks. They're on the Gulf Coast. Always looking for things to be able to cook over an open fire or the grill when the next hurricane knocks the power out. That's kind of how this thing kind of almost started, So yeah, here in in the Southeast, you got to always worry about hurricanes. Hey, if you're out west or northwest or all those places, you got to worry about blizzards, and they can knock the power out for weeks. Plus, you need to heat. So, we got Joe Sanders. Appreciate you being here. Love what you're doing. Been cooking cast iron for a time. I was just talking to a client today that we're bidding on a kitchen remodel, and she's going to get a new induction cooktop. And if you have one of those things, what the one pan that works the best on an induction cooktop is cast iron. That brought up my little hobby of collecting cast iron here, and I showed her a few pictures of this outdoor kitchen, and I thought she was going to go crazy. So anyway, I think I missed one right there real quick, something about Christmas. Let me back up there. Mrs. Backwood says we're going to be passing on Christmas. That's probably correct, because most of our money is going to be going into this relocation project. Cast Iron Chaos is also congratulating us for hitting over 1 million views on our squirrel video. 2020 is the year of the squirrel. Well, that video is fixing to pass 1.7 million views, and still smoking along since January 5th of last year as top video on our channel. So yeah, that one helped us out a lot. So appreciate you, Charlie T, with a shout out for some more super chats, sir. Hey, you can leave a super chat for any amount. There is no minimum. And Becky Dupree brought out a good point about the Toyota Tundra, that it is made in San Antonio, Texas, and all the parts are made in the USA. My Ram is made in Canada, and half the parts in it are made in either China or Mexico. All right. So anyway, we won't get off on that tangent, but yeah, we're looking for a truck, and if we get one, we'll show it to you guys. Righty. Somebody's Hidden Oaks is talking about doing some squirrel hunting. that small game season opened this past weekend over here on our local WMA. And like I said, if I can get a minute, we're going to fire fire up the little the 22, get our little 22 out, and go have some fun. See if we can get a few of them guys. And I'm going to show you. If I do, we're going to do. Excuse me. We're going to do a probably a fried squirrel video, or we're going to do maybe the original Brunswick stewed using squirrel. I did do that in the past, but the video quality was back before we had the ability to do a lot of the production that we can do now. So we may do that again. Excuse me. We got Todd Sullivan saying hi. Thanks for all you do. Love you in Montana. Man, I'd love to get out there to Montana and check out that beautiful countryside you have out there. And I love that part of the country from what I've seen of it. And Matthew H, backing up here a bit, says, I must have missed it, but you ever announced the winner of that awesome knife? No, I didn't announce them yet. But that'll be coming up in a future video. That knife has already been out there. And there may be somebody in this chat right now that may have won that, but I will just leave it at that. All right, I got a Charlie T. Sylvia, will Scott do a turtle cook video? We already did it with a soft shell turtle and even showed you how to clean him. Okay, big old soft shell turtle. All right, so go back and check out the channel page if you're looking for videos. Don't wait for YouTube to put them up there because they may never. All right. I have 420 videos on the channel right now, and they're promoting about 30. Okay. So there's a lot more content out there than what you see YouTube suggesting. So go to the channel page by clicking my little picture over here beside the video. And that'll take you to the channel page. Then you can just click on the videos tab, and that should show you my last 200 videos. I've noticed that they have started rolling off of there now. Okay. They're rolling off the channel page. So not in control. Not in control of any of that. So that's all YouTube. And if they roll off the old ones, they roll off the old ones. But they still push some of the old ones that are not even listed on the channel page anymore. But apparently they did limit the amount of videos that can be up there on the video tabs. I think it's somewhere around 200. Like I said, I have 420. So there's another 220 videos that are out there in cyberspace that are hard to find. That's why I've been going back to some of those older videos that I thought deserved a little more attention. And I've been remaking those and using some of the cuts from the original videos back into current video. All right, we'll get back to I need to get back to live here. Charlie T says snapping turtle. The one we did was a soft shell turtle. We have a lot more of those here. And Joe Jernigan asked a good question about our squirrel video. He says, does aging squirrel really help the flavor? Answer to that is yes. Aging helps add flavor to any meat, any red meat, and any kind of wild game. Back in the old days, when they killed a pheasant, they used to hang it up by the neck until the thing fell off of the string before they'd ever cook it. But aging a squirrel, done properly, vacuum packed in the refrigerator, 1 week, helps tremendously. Now, I have had a lot of comments about removing the glands under the armpit of the squirrel. That will help it also, and I have not tried that. But as soon as I get a new one, some new victims, I guess, we will look for those, and if we can find them, we'll show you how to take those out. All right. So anyway, there's glands on the back legs you can get out, but I also heard there's glands under the armpits. So maybe we can get those out. And they say that really helps the flavor too. The aging process really helps them for me. And makes it taste way less game flavor, especially in the early fall when they're when they're eating a lot of acorns, they can get that kind of acorn bitterness to them. If you ever crunched into an acorn, there's a very unpleasant tannic flavor to the acorn. It's very bitter. And when the squirrels are heavy eating those acorns, their actual meat will get that flavor. So aging will help take that out of them also. Okay, Robert Cole says, back to Joe, it looks like a blister. So we'll look for that when we clean our next ones out. And Bobby Catton says, maybe we'll do a taste comparison with and without the glands, because the next one we're going to do is a straight up fried squirrel, which way I grew up eating them for the most part till I learned this the squirrel and gravy recipe, which is actually my favorite way to eat it, but I've eaten them both ways. So we'll try to redo that if we can get a few. I can get a few. I get a few right here in the yard, but that ain't no fun. Ain't no fun for you guys to see either. I could bring my pellet gun out here and kill about 10 every morning. But anyway, we'll get out. Okay, we got Mike KM. When you let deer shank sit in the fridge for 2 weeks, is that vacuum sealed and previously frozen? It could be previously frozen, but it needs to be completely thawed before you put it in the vacuum seal, and then it's 2 weeks after. The thawing process stops that enzyme breakup in the meat. So once it's thawed, then those enzymes will reawaken that are already living inside the meat. And the 2 week process, if you had it fresh, it would only take 1 week. But once you thaw it, it's been frozen, it seems to take longer because I guess those enzymes have become inactive from being frozen inside that meat. So if it's frozen fresh, then 2 weeks. If it's fresh, just 1 week. Okay. That will help out tremendously with tenderization. Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue. Appreciate you stopping by. And he says he's got a little squirrel emojis on his little chat right there. That's pretty cute. And he says, what's the best part of the squirrel? Absolutely the back. That back is always my favorite. A lot of small bones, but the best meat every time. Scuttle Dog just jumped in there from North Dallas, Texas. Appreciate you in there. And he's giving us the ho-ho. All right. Appreciate you, Scuttle Dog, coming in. I believe those videos are some of the ones that have dropped off the channel page now. But back when we were up there working several years back now, we actually did a collab video with him, and he taught me the chicken wing cut that we still refer to as the scut cut. And I see that my youngest son, Devin, just jumped in. And since we're talking about squirrel, he's saying this is making me want some squirrel because he remembers how good my squirrel was. Robert Cole says he tried to send a super chat, but it wouldn't work. I do not know what's going on with that. That may be a YouTube issue. Let's see if Miss Backwoods, you want to jump on there? I don't know if you're even set up to send me a super chat, but see if it turns on there. I know mine's on, so let me try to see if I can do. I'll send a super chat right now. Send myself $5. And your amount will be okay. Send a super chat. Giving me a question mark. Got it. Buy. You gotta scroll down. After you see that, you scroll down and hit buy and send. If you're already set up to do that, everything should go fine. And it gives you a little screen. You can say buy and send. And then it should pop right up there. And then it'll say your super chat's been sent. Bobby Canton, appreciate it. There you go. We appreciate every little bit we can get over here. If you guys seen my charcoal review that we did a little while back, been a very popular video. We're going to do the next one is going to be with 3 major brands of lump charcoal. So stay tuned for that one. We're going to do 3 of the probably most available and most popular brands of lump charcoal. Then we're going to try to get into some of the more, probably some of the more higher end ones. I like to try them, and let you know whether they're worth the extra money. Yeah, they may be not. We already did, test some of the cheap ones, and I'm even going to find even some of the more cheaper ones. Take all the cheapest ones I can find and compare them to each other so we can see which is the best ones out of the cheaper deals. So appreciate you, Darla A. She's our top super chat tonight, $20. I'm going to have to take a good old sip for you, dear. Maybe 2 for $20. So if y'all seen it before, I've jumped on with Cooking with CJ on his live chat, the Live in the Hot Seat, where he interviews people from YouTube from all around the country, and they sell what they call super shots, and we ain't going there because I can't drink liquor, but we may come up with have a beer with Scott or something like that. But anyway, Robert Cole says, maybe I pissed off YouTube. I don't know. It could be possible that your card or something has got canceled with them or some crap like that. But we appreciate all you guys that are lending a hand here with the, I'm been shelling out a lot of money on this outdoor kitchen new studio. Trying to keep the videos up for you. This moving process is expensive. Not that I'm crying poor or anything, but it does take a bit of money to stay in this in the game and keep making great content. Like I said, we're going to be jumping into that charcoal deal. What I didn't say, or finished saying, was even just on that charcoal video, to buy the 3 bags of charcoal, I had like $40 just in materials to buy the charcoal and all that, to get back in here just to show it to you guys. Of course, we get to use it. Of course, that cheap one, we're only going to use that for starting fires. All right. And appreciate you, Marty Sarnowski. To try some Humphreys charcoal made in Brookville, Pennsylvania. All right. Yeah. Send me all those suggestions and we'll look for this stuff. If any of you guys see some stuff you want me to test, our testing and review videos, we try to do put them to real tests. Appreciate you, Robert Cole, $20 super sticker, and it's animated GIF. Appreciate you a lot, man. So it's I love doing the reviews. They're very popular, and I think it helps you guys. So you don't have to go out and waste your money. You can see, all right, well, I got this much money to spend on this cook, and this is what they had at Walmart, or this is what they had at Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever, my Ace Hardware, wherever you have to get your stuff like charcoal, your grill and stuff. We're going to try to do many more reviews on that kind of stuff here coming up in 2021. Between that, the homesteaded or normal stuff, but we're going to be doing a lot more reviews on stuff so that you guys know if what my experience with it is. And it's most time I don't say stuff is junk unless I can see it's obviously junk, and you guys can see it's obviously junk. Just like that Ridge charcoal that we did the review on. For Dutch oven cooking, it did not work. But it may work just fine of grilling up some steaks. So we may give it another run just back here on the Weber kettle and see if it cooks hamburgers. But out by itself, laying on Dutch oven, and that's mostly what we do. It just didn't perform it at all, and I showed that to everybody. But we're finding some gems too, like the B&B charcoal. That worked really awesome. I see my son Devin is saying my granddaughter, him and his girl and his granddaughter, or my granddaughter is saying hi from Sweetwater, Tennessee, which they got a little bit of snow up there a week or so ago. All right, let's try to get into some of the other comments here. Robert Cole, try some 18th century recipes. I do it here. Stuff is awesome. Forgotten flavors. Done a 1796 pot roast in a Dutch oven on charcoal. Can do it in the modern oven also, and it was excellent. Yeah, I've actually, I'm a connoisseur of some of the videos. I'm trying to think of the cat's name. He's a 17th century recreator. Slips my mind at the moment, but he does some Dutch oven stuff that's all the old videos. And I also used to enjoy a PBS special, historic cooking, where they go back on old hearths and try to recreate some of those old recipes. And I'm really very interested in that kind of thing. So yeah, Townsend Scuttlesog says Townsend's. He's got an excellent channel, and I think he's almost like his channel's huge now from when I first started talking to him. So Hawkeye TX549, greetings from Wickenburg, Arizona. So we're reaching out all the way over to the West Coast here tonight. Appreciate all you people being in here. Yeah, John Townsend is the guy's name. His videos have been excellent for a long time and still are. So if you're interested in seeing some of those old historic stuff, go check out Townsend's. He don't pay me to say that. I couldn't even remember his name. So, but anyway, some great content over there showing you how to use some of these old cast iron and old Dutch ovens. All right, Matthew H. also from Arizona. Appreciate you all the way out there. Followed him since the beginning. Like your channel when you're down in South Florida. Yep. I hope you're going to like it from up here in North Florida too, because it's not that much different. Except it's a little bit colder. A little bit colder, and we got a lot more places to go to the woods. And St. Johns River is only about 8 miles that direction, and there is every kind of fishing you could possibly want in there. It's kind of a crazy place. You can catch saltwater fish and freshwater fish out from under the same dock. I've been out there many times in the past where, you catch a black bass or, largemouth bass, a striped bass, a redfish, and a flounder off the same dock. So we got a little bit of all that. Plus we get the shrimp and the big blue crabs. Seen maybe some of that back earlier here in the summer. But yeah, it's a crazy place. And we still do have those straight up freshwater fishing, straight up, of course, offshore, intercoastal, all that real close by. We got, let me see. We got probably a few Canadians. The best cast. All right. Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue came in here with the question. Says, cast iron question. What's the best American-made cast iron pans? At this point, the ones that I have and reviewed myself are both the Stargazer and the Field Company. So I have not done the Finex yet, so I can't give you an opinion on that. It could be in the running. But the cast irons made in America that I've tried so far and actually own and use, I can recommend both of them. Field Company, Stargazer. You can look in the video description below. There's links to buy both of those in the links below. And if you purchase one of those, we'll make a little teeny tiny commission to help out with what we do around here, and we appreciate everybody has, and a lot of people already have. So appreciate that. Also, you can also check out in the description below our Amazon store link for maybe your Christmas shopping for the one you love or friends and family. And that doesn't cost you one dime extra to use that link for your Amazon shopping, but we'll get a tiny, tiny commission off anything you buy. Now, We have a whole store there listing all of our cast iron stuff that we've done reviews on. A lot of different items that are on our store. Now, if you don't see what you want there, just use that search bar just like you do any other time you go to Amazon. And if you click on that link, even if you need to buy a carburetor for your 79 Ford four-wheel drive, you can click on that search bar. If you can find it on Amazon, you can buy it through our link, and that will also get us a little tiny commission on whatever else you buy. All right, so Hawkeye TX 549 is also asking about BSR. Now, I wasn't including my favorite pans from the past because you can't buy those anymore, off a regular store. I love all the old antique stuff back here that was made in America. So the BSRs, even the old lodges that were smooth, the Griswolds, the Wagners. One of my favorite pans inside is a Wagner. I just got a new Wagner I haven't used yet. It's got the full smoke ring on the bottom of it. I think it's right somewhere right there. Okay. Haven't got to use it. Nope. The one I'm talking about is up there. Brand new Wagner I haven't used yet. And so I don't even include those because if I tell you, they're the greatest pan, you're going to have to dig around. You might find them, you might not. So, yeah. So we got Grant Creel. He's asking what part of Florida you in, and he's in Jax, so that's right up the road. We're down in Clay County. All right. So Scuttle Dog says he's still looking for a spider skillet. Man, they're hard to find. I've now got a new one over there that is from 1700s with the triangle legs. So can't wait to get that out. Robert Cole says over in Stark, Florida, which is not very far from here, the flea market has a lot of old cast iron. 10-4. We'll keep that under advisement. Now, if you can find some of that old, if you can find some of them old Wagners, some old Griswolds, what was the other one? The one with the Indian head on it. Forget the one I broke. That was a good pan. But any of that old stuff, you can find it at a decent price. The problem is the price of that stuff's going up so much, because it is historic, it is old. Most of it's in, beautifully slick pans, Wallpack. Thanks, John Daigle. Sometimes you can find a decent price, $40, $50. It's going to be a lot cheaper than buying a Field or a Stargazer. If you can find a good one, it's in good shape and not all pitted up and rusted up and all that, then go ahead, for sure, buy that old stuff. I think the quality of that old cast iron is a lot better than some of the modern stuff. But, their new companies, Field Company and Stargazer, are trying to emulate that old cast iron. So, why buy the copy if you can buy the original? So if you can find the old stuff, most all that stuff was all made in America. And it is really, really good cast iron. All right. So, any rate, so Hank H, he says, howdy, for singles and couples, are you planning to cut down any of your recipes to 2-quart Dutch oven? We've already been doing it on the number 8. I don't know how many quarts that is. I've got a couple videos up there now, like Mountain Man Breakfast for 2. I did a couple other ones, biscuits and gravy for 2. So, yeah, appreciate you bringing that back to mind. We're going to try to maybe do some more of those because I know there's a lot of people out there that it's just them and their wife or a couple or you're single or camping by yourself and you want to just cook for yourself. Sorry, pulling my collar. It's getting a little chilly. And it's chilly. It's about 50. But I do got on shorts and just a little light fishing shirt. All right. So that helps you out with your leftovers and all that. So anyway, so Idlewild is confirming that the Lodge 8 is a 2-quart. The one I have is a camp made, but it's pretty identical to the Lodge. We are going to be getting at some point in time, it's on my list. We're going to be getting in a Lodge number 8 Dutch oven, doing a review on that, a brand new one. So I just need to shoot them an email and get them someone over here. All right. All right. Let's see. Indy Gal 65, love your channel. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you, Indy, for coming in. Grant Creel, he says, honestly, I just learned how to take care of my cast iron pots after buying the Blackstone griddle. I know how to grill, smoke, etc., but the Blackstone taught me all kinds of things I now take. Okay. Better care of my cast iron. Continue to the next video or next chat. Appreciate you, Grant. Yeah, cast iron, it does have a learning curve. Okay, but once you learn how to take care of it and you get it seasoned properly, it will last you a lifetime. All right, guys, appreciate. So we still got 69 people in the chat. I know it's going to 50 minutes here, but we'll take a couple more questions. We're going to go right about an hour tonight. I'm in the process of painting in the house. I was just waiting for some paint to dry so I can go back and paint over it because I hated what it was going on with it. I was trying to do some crazy wood graining stuff. It just didn't kind of work out. So anyway, figured I'd come out here and jump on with you guys for a little bit and see what's up. So if you got any more questions, Tim P says just a statement there. People are snagging up the old cast iron. You're right, because it's coming back around. It's coming back around, and a lot of people are getting these induction cooktops now, and nothing works better on them than cast iron. So Marty is saying 50 degrees. I don't quit wearing shorts till it doesn't go over 32 all day. Well, I got some Florida blood, so you want to come down here and get through one of my days when it's 98 degrees and it's 99% humidity in the summer, from about 8 o'clock in the morning until about 6 o'clock at night, with blood that can handle that. And I'll be still functioning while everybody else is keeling over trying to die from the heat. Becky Dupree is asking from out in Houston, Texas, do you get snow there? Occasionally, we do get snow here. We do get snow. I remember Christmas of like 1988. It snowed 4 inches on the ground. It came freezing rainstorm, ice storm, frozen ground. Then snowed 4 inches, and we came up here on Christmas Eve, and there was 4 inches of snow on the ground everywhere, and it totally shut all of North Florida down. All the bridges were frozen. They had to close the roads. It was a mess. I almost didn't make it here for that Christmas, but I still have a picture of my oldest son when he was about 4 years old. He got a Power Wheels Jeep for Christmas that year, and I have pictures of him in the yard up here leaving tracks in the snow with the Power Wheels Jeep. So yeah, it does snow about every 10 years or so. We'll get enough to stick on something, and about every, I guess, 50 years, it'll actually stick on the ground up here if we get a terrible one. But sometimes it will make it down here. The Scuttle Dog says Snowmageddon. That was pretty much what it was. I mean, people were out of power. Tree branches were breaking. There was icicles hanging off of tree branches, weighting them down. They were breaking, falling on power lines. The power lines were covered in icicles. Yeah, it was a big mess. So another reason to know how to cook outdoors, okay? And the great thing about this place here, we have a wood-burning fireplace in the house. We will not freeze, okay? So anyway, everybody's giving in their weather reports here. Ken Burgess says, I get excited when I see frost. I'm in North Florida too. We've had a couple of really heavy ones here in the last week or so. The other morning I got up and it looked like snow, which is helping out with the grass situation. Since it's just now got dry enough, I can even get the lawnmower out of the garage and get out there and try to cut it for the last time, I hope, this winter. So, all right, guys. Well, we still got 66 people in the chat. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit it up. We appreciate everybody that's jumped in, thrown in their comments. Again, I want to remind you, Super Chat is enabled. So if you like to donate to the cause around here, There's no minimum. You can donate whatever you can. I'd also like to remind you guys that our join feature is active. And a lot of these people that you see in the side comments over here that have a sticker beside their name means they are a member of our channel. You can join our channel and get special access to our videos, like previews. You get to see them as soon as they come off of our editing software and posted to YouTube. You get to see them right away. You don't have to wait till our scheduled time, which is generally Saturday morning at 10 a.m. You will get to see them sometimes as early as Tuesday or Wednesday. So you'll get to see them as soon as I get done with them. As soon as they're up on YouTube, I post them to members. So everybody that's a member can attest to that. They get to see them first. We also, like I said, with these super chats, we get to all of our members are highlighted with their sticker, membership sticker that shows up beside their name. And those stickers are actually they're also leveled. For longer you've been a member, your sticker is different. You get a different sticker as you stay with our membership longer. You can see that we got folks that are all the way up to steaks, and I think we even got Becky Dupree. I think she's up to a beer, which is next from the top, and I think the top one will be 2 beers clinking. So we'll give her our big cheers right now. Appreciate you being on here since the beginning of the memberships. All right. So Zoe Round says, please cook us something good. And Scuttlelog says a 6-pack at Christmas too. Appreciate it. Yep. John Daigle also has the beer level membership. He just popped back up there. So I think he just made that level. He's been with us a long time too, and we appreciate him. So we got to have one for you too. All right. So I know I probably bored you guys long enough tonight. So we're about 3 minutes from being an hour long on this live chat. So if you got any more questions for us, comments, whatever, go ahead and throw it in, because I'm going to cut it off at about an hour. But I just want to say, first of all, I hope all you guys have a great holiday. Hope you're all staying safe from this damn COVID mess. So far, none of my direct family have been affected by it. I have had other people I know that have had it, coworkers and so forth. All of them have recovered within a matter of a few days with no real issues. Darla A, appreciate. She's having a Merry Christmas to everybody. She's also a beer level member. Appreciate her for being on here and being a moderator for this live chat. And Robert Cole says, try some kitchen pepper. We're going to have to figure that one out real quick. Matthew McCarthy says, the outdoor kitchen looks great. Hello from Las Vegas. Sorry for being late. Yeah, we're coming in just about the last couple minutes here, Matthew. But we're going to try to do these more often on Mondays at 8 p.m. Okay, from 8 to 9 p.m. I'm going to try to get that going here, so that if I can't keep up the regular weekend schedule videos, at least we can get on here and we can talk about it. All right. So great. Robert Cole's given some good information about the kitchen pepper, and I'm going to look into that, and we'll look at all that. Zoe Round, Merry Christmas to all y'all. We appreciate it. And so Pappy Dan, appreciate you just jumped in. Everybody's giving everybody Merry Christmas. And we all got to run too. So leave all your comments up here. You can go back to this video after it renders out, and you can leave comments in the regular comments section below. And like I said, don't forget to go check out all the links on our description box below, to our Amazon store, our Stargazer site, and our Field Company site, and some other links there on how to make sure your notifications are turned on. Things like that are down there, and you can always go to that and see that information, even if you didn't kind of catch it at the time we were talking about it. So those links are down there for you. And don't forget, we're going to be giving out that information on who won that beautiful, beautiful knife from DALSTRONG. Hopefully they're going to be giving away some more stuff here in near future. I got like a ton of emails right now of people wanting to do giveaways. Don't forget, one of our really good sponsors, he don't pay me a dime, but his season's really great, and that is Thunder Bear over at Seminole Swamp Season. His link's down below here where you can buy that direct from him. You can also buy it through our Amazon store. It's a little more expensive through the Amazon store, but you might get it a little faster. But the Seminole Swamp Season, you buy direct from him. Like I said, he don't pay me a dime to do that. He does supply it here for us to use on the show. So that's all the support I get from him is like $30 worth of season every 6 months. Okay. So he don't pay me to talk about Seminole Swamp Season, but I might have to rearrange that particular situation here in the coming years since we've got some big. All right, so hours going by. Merry Christmas to all you guys. I hopefully will be back on before Christmas, and maybe we'll have something to cook. I'll try to have a whole little bit more time. I know I got to cook 2 big old briskets for our Christmas Eve party at work on Christmas Eve. I already got them in the refrigerator. Wet aging. I like to wet age them 2 weeks after I get them from the Restaurant Depot. Got 2 giant high choice Angus briskets we're going to be putting on the smoker. We might even try to live stream part of that. Okay. Because I'm going to be out there at like midnight starting these things. They're going to be served for like right around lunchtime. So we're going to be bringing out the big stick burner Mac Daddy trailer smoker for that. So if we don't get to live stream it, we're definitely going to film it. We may film it and live stream it. We'll see how I can make that work because I'm going to have to try to work while I'm doing that. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all showing up. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time.